Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to do this super fun makeup look right here. This is a spot eye. This is my first spot eye that I'm doing on YouTube. So it was really fun creating this makeup. Also I have been using some new product and I will tell you my first impressions about them. So if you want to see how to create this look, then please keep on watching. Hi, I have just twisted my eyebrows and they are a little red, but it's fine, we don't take that into consideration. And I'm going to prep my skin and I'm using the Ole Henriksen C-Rush Brightening Gel. It looks like this. I've been using it for quite some time. I use this much. And I really love how my skin feels after this. This is really hydrating. And it makes my skin super plump. At the end I like to press it into my skin, and I also like to drag it down the neck to hydrate this area. Next I'm going to use an eye cream and I'm using this one from Bushy. This is the Dahlia. It's for anti-fatigue eye care. It has a little shimmer to it, which I'm not actually a fan of, but it's actually hydrating and does the trick. I'm applying it with circular motions. To prime my skin, I'm using Benefit Professional Matte Rescue. This is a gel primer and it's going to help me with my pores because I have quite big pores. And it's going to help fill them and they're going to appear a little bit smaller and undetectable under foundation. Okay, now that my skin is ready, I'm going to start applying foundation, and I'm going to use a mix between these two foundations. This HD1 has a dewy finish, a more natural look, and it doesn't have much coverage, and I'm going to mix it with Stay Naked from Urban Decay because this one is matte and it has good coverage. So mixed together, these are going to be amazing, I hope. We shall see now. It's the first time that I'm actually mixing them together. I'm using 2 pumps of the Urban Decay and 1 pump of the Stay Naked. I'm putting them in the back of my hand and then I'm going to dot. I'm taking my beauty blender. I have tapped in the excess from the back of my hand and now I'm going to blend everything. I don't like to use a plain beauty blender directly because I think that it is going to take the product away from the face first and I don't want that. I'm liking the finish of it. It looks very natural and it blends really easily. As of color, I think I needed it a little bit darker, but I'm going to bronze my face and I think we're going to be fine. I'm coming in with a second layer to intensify the coverage in the center of my face. Oh, this is so much better. So for concealer, I'm going to use a new product for me. I have just received this. This is L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream in Concealer, and it has 0.5% pure hyaluronic acid and it has a pump. You have to squeeze and the product is going to come out. Oh yes, it's coming out. I think the color is dark. Yeah. I'm just going to use it to hide my bags. and to spot correct. I like the coverage of it. It is lightweight, but it really covers. I have a little bit on the back of my hand also, and I'm putting it on my beauty blender. I'll also put it on the bridge of my nose to conceal the redness around my nose area. Now I'm going to use Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. This is also a new product and it comes with an applicator like this. And I'm going to highlight a little bit. I like the shade of it. This is Fair 10, and for this one I have 3N. Now I'm going to set my under eye area and I'm using this RCMA No Color Powder. I don't want to bake today, so I'm just going to apply it with a brush. I'm going to set my T-zone. This brush is from NYX and it's a highlighter brush, but I like to use it to apply powder with it. You know, when it comes to makeup, there are actually no rules, so you can use anything for whatever you want. Now I'm going to bronze my face and I'm using the dark tip from MAC. It's Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm going to give some color to my cheeks. And actually the bronzer is applying beautifully. Taking into consideration that I haven't powdered my cheeks at all. Also I'm going to bronze my forehead. Baby hairs. Who's struggling with them too. I'm also going to bronze my neck. And also my nose a little bit. If you feel like you lowered too much with the bronzer, you can come with the beauty blender and blend the edges. So now I'm going to move on to the eyes. I want to do my eyebrows on camera today, and I'm going to use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I have the shade number 3, and what I like to do actually is to comb my hairs up into the shape that I want, and then I come and fill the gaps. It's actually a really easy brow routine that I've done recently, and here in the front I am feathering out some hair strokes. Here I need to add a little bit because I have a little gap, and then I'm going to define the arch. Now I'm combing again. Here in the front I like to draw a little line, not too intense, and to comb it up, and to draw some hairs because in the front my brow is a little non-existent. I have some hairs, but they are so thin that you can hardly see. And then I define the arch. Oh shit. Oh, I'm so sad. This eyebrow pen is finishing. I'm using it for the last time now. Need to get a new one. I'm going to use brow mascara, and this one that I'm using today is from Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt Gel Mascara. The comb is really nice. You see it has a little comb. So what I'm going to do is comb my hairs up. Wow, this is really pigmented. This is the first time that I'm using it actually. I'm going to do a bushy brow. And now with the small part. Wow, this is really pigmented. Can you see? Let me just zoom you. Whoop. Zoom you in so you can see better. Maybe I took too much product. And just come here. So I was not expecting this. I'm not going to take any more product, and I'm going to first put the product onto my brows with the smaller part. And now I'm going to comb it. Guys, this is Rockster. Look at my brows. I'm going to clean here with some concealer, but it's fine. So I'm going to take the Maybelline concealer on a brush, and I'm going to carve out underneath the brow and clean where I have messed. So now I'm going to prep my lid, and I'm using Soft Ochre paint pot from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm applying it with my blender. This is going to cancel out any veins and discoloration that I have on the lid. And you want to make sure to apply an even layer. I'm going to take this fiery palette from Beauty Bay, and with this shade right here, this is Room for Dessert. It's always room for dessert. I'm going to set the base in place, and this is going to help me with the blending. I'm using a MAC 217 brush. So I'm setting the whole lid. Now I'm taking this shade right here from the same palette, and this is Sandy Shores. And with the same brush, I'm applying it into the crease. And then I am blending it out, moving my brush up. And I'm dragging the color onto the front of the brow here. Next, I'm taking this shade over here. This is Rambling. I'm going to apply it on the outer corner. I think I need to switch to a smaller brush. So first I am packing the color, and then I am blending it out. I need a smaller brush. So I'm taking this 2-to-1 from Zoeva. I am applying the color here. I am building it up as much as I want it to be. And then I come with the brush and I'm blending it out. And the same color I'm going to apply it here on the inner corner. Because I want to do a spot eye today. I'm leaving the center here just with the transition shade for now. I really like this palette because the colors are really pigmented. So I am placing the color onto the outer corner of the eye. And onto the inner corner also. And now I'm going to intensify the corners with this shade. This is chocolate. This is the darkest color from the palette. And I'm going to intensify the outer corner and the inner corner of the eye also. This is the 231 brush from Zoeva. It's a Luxe Petite Crease brush. So this brush is actually perfect for this inner corner. For my eyes, it's just perfect. You know, sometimes the brushes do the work for you, so it's really important to have good ones. And these ones from Zoeva are really nice. They are high quality and the price isn't that high, so I really recommend them. And no, I'm not paid by Zoeva to say this, but I think I should because I'm a huge fan of their brushes. Now I'm taking the first shade again, the transition one, and I'm blending the edges. I'm taking the 12th brush from NYX. This is my favorite brush to blend at the end. It really blends so good. I'm going to apply the dark color onto the lower lash. So this is going to be a super grungy look. And now I'm taking the transition shade and I'm blending the edges. Now on the center of the lid I'm going to use Girl Talk from NYX. It is a prismatic eyeshadow. I like the texture of it because it's really buttery, and I'm going to apply it. Just look at this shade. I'm going to apply it in the middle of the eye. I'm blending the edges and in the middle. I'm taking a dark brown eyeliner and I'm going to put it in my waterline and in my tight line. And what I actually want to do is to intensify the spot eye a little bit. I am taking the color, wetting the brush. I want it to pop a little bit more. This is better. This is so much better. So with the same brush I'm applying a little bit on my brow bone. Now I'm going to apply some mascara. Air Volume Mega Mascara from L'Oreal. It has an interesting brush. It's my first time using it. It's applying beautifully. Going to get me big lashes. So this is actually buildable and it's making your lashes super big. I think this is going to be my new favorite mascara. Now the bottom ones. Make them big too. I think this mascara is actually what I needed for this look. Yes, 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 I am loving it. Let's zoom you out. Woo! Now I'm taking my Kat Von D Light and Shade Contour palette and I'm taking this to contour a little bit more and to give my face a little more dimension, because with such a strong eye makeup you need your face to be super sculpted. Also, I'm going to take the same shade and I'm going to contour my nose. And I'm using a super nice brush. This is a 325 brush from Zoeva. And I like to use it to sculpt my nose. And I make sure to blend my contour into the brow. It makes the look more cohesive and more natural. And I'm making myself that sculpted slim nose. I'm going to contour my lips a little bit with the same shade. I'm taking the yellow with my beauty blender and I'm going to put it under the eyes. And this is going to highlight this area. Ooh, can you see this? Wow. Wow. This is actually super good. And this is going to help me also to hide the fallout. I'm going to on my chin and on the bridge of my nose. Just in here between the brows. To be honest, you see this palette, it's so used, but I haven't used the yellow shade. But I think it's my new favorite one. I mean, well, I'm going to use a little bit here to snatch the contour. And because I don't want to have straight lines, I am just blending it out. I'm going to use a little bit of blush, and this is Pinch O Peach by MAC. And I'm using just a tiny little bit. And now it's time for the highlights. And I'm using Hyper Real Glow by MAC, and I'm using this shade right here. So I'm using the NYX 16 brush to apply the highlight because I want to be more precise with the application. And look at this glow. I'm also going to put it here on the bridge of my nose. For the lips, I'm going to lip line them with Nude Shoes from NYX. And on the Cupid's bow, I am just creating the line. This is going to make my lips appear bigger. And then I'm following the natural line of my lips. And then I am using Myth by MAC. And I like to press it in with my finger. I'm going to finish the face with some setting spray. I'm using Mario Badescu one. This is a fine mist. And this is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you into the fall looks? Because I have some of them planned out for you. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye!